Yo, what's going on, you guys? Today, I'm going to be reacting to Game Leap Dota 2 Noob Guides, the best hero for every role, and the easy way to gain MMR. Now, guys, if you haven't already watched my Meepo video that I posted recently, go ahead and check that out because, spoiler alert, Meepo is easily the best hero to play in every single role. And that's really the secret of how I got 12k MMR. But anyways, guys, without any other further ado, let's just get right freaking into it. Am I right, you guys? Let's check it out.
Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy Speed here, and today we're going to be going over 5 of the top heroes of this current meta. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been watching the pro scene. For the next week, we will still have these heroes, and so this is a quick little refresher course before the patch to see what you guys need to play.
This guy's pretty hyped.
I'm going to be giving one hero for every single role: safe lane, mid, off lane, position 4, position 5, just the top heroes that the pros are primarily picking in this recent major. And so yeah, if you're excited for the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Most of all, if you're looking for more Dota content, you really like what we produce here on YouTube, and it's, you know,
lifetime
you just
payment.
watch more of it and learn more about the game of Dota, click the link down below, sign up to the Game Leap website. We post there every single day, and there's a whole library of videos for you guys to check out that have been made recently and over the years. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's start it off with Juggernaut at number 1.
Juggernaut.
Right now, Juggernaut is one of the most reliable carries of the patch. I think this is a hero you can first phase, second phase, last pick, and let's go over why. If you first phase this hero, now I am sort of talking about Captain's Mode, but even in pubs, honestly, most people don't really know what counters it in lane. I would say some heroes like Timber does pretty well, Legion does pretty well.
I'll tell you guys
Elder
right now,
Titan can do okay. There's some niche picks, but for the most part, most heroes that people select,
the only way to counter Juggernaut is just to leave the game. I'll tell you guys right now.
Really just easy to play and strong laning hero. On top of that, what really changed about Juggernaut the most is his hero's ability to deal with different types of heroes. Now you might be saying, Speed, what are you talking about? What do you mean deal with different types of heroes? How has Jug changed? Jug has changed in 2 main ways. Actually, I'm going to say 3. Number 1 is his Aghanim Scepter. This Ags is maybe the best Ags in the game in my opinion. I really think it's up there. Just the ability to go on someone as Juggernaut, solo kill certain supports on a low cooldown, I think it's 20 seconds, not have to commit Omni Slash, not have to buy an Abyssal, right, which is 2,000 something more gold, right, and it doesn't give you any agi.
Oh, hold up. Cataclysm hits him when he's spinning? Weird.
Crazy, right? You have to think about how important of an option that actually is. In the past, Jug had this crippling issue where if he didn't have Omni Slash, or he didn't have like an Abyssal Blade, he couldn't get on top of anyone. The hero has no slow, and it has no stun. So it was completely reliant on teammates, which in solo queue is somewhat of a disaster. But now that is no longer the case. With the Ags, then number 2, the Shard, right, giving you 100 movement speed on your spin, as well as giving you an auto attack every second that does 75% of your auto attack damage onto a nearby target, is incredibly powerful. And then finally, my favorite part of Juggernaut right now is his level 20 spin damage talent. If you ever take the armor, I swear to God, I'm gonna find your match ID and burn your computer.
Wait a minute, guys, just hold up. You guys told me agility heroes aren't broken. 31 armor. What? Oh my goodness.
Really made any sense, but the point is, the spin talent in combination with the Shard and the Ags and Omni Slash and Healing Ward allows your hero to essentially infinitely kite. You can do a million different things, and that, in my opinion, is what makes Jug so good right now. The good laning stage and the versatility that he has now that he never had before.
He's just broken.
To finish off my point about Juggernaut, I kind of mentioned how he counters different heroes. Basically, in the past, high mobility heroes with a lot of disengage, didn't care about Jug at all. They could kite him really easily, but now with all these mobility options, like heroes like Puck and Void Spirit, and even a hero like PA, which Jug naturally does extremely poorly against, he now has the spin talent for her, and, you know, he can basically play around that. Coming in at number 2, or the mid lane, position 2 is Razor. Oh my
Razor.
God, I swear, this hero, I mean, as an offlaner as well, I considered putting it as the offlaner on this list. Decided to put it to the mid lane because I wanted to put a different hero in the position 3 role. Another hero that's just freaking busted. But nonetheless, Razor, really, this is a hero that definitely fascinates me. And the reason I say it fascinates me is I saw very little, if not no Razor a few months ago. And don't tell me that this hero got some crazy buff. It's like, whoa, Razor is like really good now. Wonder what changed? What changed? I don't know what changed. Do you know what changed? I don't know what changed.
Oh, he died.
The point is, hero is a good laner. You link them, it auto attacks for you, then you have a Q that secures range creeps. It's a slow, so it sets up kills, right? In the mid lane, you dominate basically, I'm not going to say every matchup, but a large majority of matchups you do incredibly well with. There's a few exceptions like Quap. Some unit heroes can do okay, but for the most part, yeah, you just do very well in almost every lane. And so if you're looking for a pup hero that scales, that wins lanes, and that can rotate, or it can farm, you pick Razor. Razor really is, in a lot of ways similar to Juggernaut, one of the most versatile heroes in Dota. And it might not seem like that.
I think Razor's really good. I've always thought that.
Didn't really play like this. I mean, there was the patch where everyone was going like Greaves and Atos. It was like the Greaves Atos patch. It's like, who can we buy Greaves Atos on? SF, Greaves Atos, Lena, Greaves Atos. Then eventually kind of just shifted to no one doing that. And yeah, Razor during that patch was actually more of a farmer when his ultimate gave him the AoE damage thingy. But now he still farms really fast. Typically you want to take 2 points in your W, max out your Q, right? No reason to max out the W most of the time. The damage is good and yeah, lowers the cooldown. It's solid if you think you're going to be like running around just solely trying to kill people. But the Q scales really well as well. It goes down in cooldown, up in damage. It's just I think it goes up and slow as well. And so it's really nice for farming, great for taking stacks, great for killing
multiple
camps
look at Razor's damage just shoot through the roof.
Your ultimate is such a low cooldown, you can use it to farm as well. On top of that, did you know Razor's ultimate reduces armor? I think a lot of people don't realize that. Every time he gets struck by that weird cloud thingy that seemingly does no damage in the late game, at least it removes armor, and in the early game, it does a lot of damage. Then, as the offlaner, we have Death Prophet.
Yes.
A lot of you guys probably saw this one coming.
Yes, baby.
I don't really think Jug and Razor were necessarily as obvious as Death Prophet. It seems like every game that Death Prophet can be drafted, she gets drafted. Want to know why? It's because she has high movement speed, and high armor, and high attack range, and high base attack time, and yeah, a good animation, and a great level 1 nuke, and a silence, and an ultimate that can solo kill cores when you have no items, and then Spirit Siphon, that even if you only have 1200 HP and range drops, you're seemingly unkillable in certain scenarios. It's a hero that just simply catches everyone off guard. Even with no items, as long as all you gotta do is buy some fluffy hats and a range drop and a wand. As long as you have those items, you're actually a formidable threat to cores in team fights. As a support, it's insane. And in the lane, you're technically a dominator purely based off stats. You trade incredibly well, literally just because of how your hero exists. So if that can't really convince you on DP, I don't know what will. Everything about this hero just seems to be good. The only flaw it has is a lack of lockdown, but its ultimate gives you movement speed. I think a lot of people don't know that. It gives you movement meter.
Your boy knew that.
And yeah, I'm not even going to go into depth about this. It's a good laner, good mid game, takes towers, farms fast. It's like, it's kind of just like a really versatile.
Okay, you know what? Hold up. I'll leave a like on the video for Death Prophet.
Razor type of hero. And largely the meta right now seems to be a lot of cores. A lot of people pick a lot of scaling heroes. We're seeing like a lot of triple cores like Razor, Lesh, Lone Druid, or Timber, Terrorblade, Void Spirit. I guess that's not as greedy with the Void Spirit, but you guys get the point. Alright, next up for the position 4, we have Tusk. Tusk has been dominating pubs. I would say the honorable mention for position 4 is easily Earth Spirit, though. These two heroes seem to be the top two. I would say there's a decent amount of Shaman as well. If the player plays Shaman and prefers it, there's a lot of that hero, too. But yeah, Tusk and Earth Spirit seem to be dominating this tournament, or at least being picked a lot. And I think the reason for this is they give you very versatile lanes. You know, creep dragging is just so useful. It's very hard to get crushed in the lane whenever you can just pick these very tanky, good at 1v1ing heroes that can zone out most 5s and can just drag the wave. Like, it's very hard to like lose the lane when creep dragging is a thing. And on the contrast to that, let's say you have a Death Prophet in your lane and you're playing Earth Spirit of Tusk. You have so much kill potential. You have so much kill threat. If you shard someone in, right, with the Death Prophet, with the level 1 tag team, I mean, it's very hard for them to live. There's not a lot of heroes that will live. And yeah, I think another thing about Tusk is that this hero hits a really hard level 6 spike, and the pace of the game seems to be quite fast-paced. Not for every team and not for every game. Dota is a very diverse game, that's why we love it. It's very weird. A lot of weird stuff happens, but largely there's a lot of fast-paced tempo going on. You know, I would say Jug is fast-paced, Razor's fast-paced, Death Prophet's fast-paced, Tusk is fast-paced. All these heroes do a lot of damage early into the game without a lot of items, and that's not the only way you can play. We've seen some Naga from EG, you know, classic NA. All we know how to do is hit creeps, so that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, now before he gets into the final hero, comment down below if you're watching it not live and you haven't seen this video, what do you think he's gonna do for position 5? So he's done for each position so far. If I have to guess, position 5, I'm gonna say it's Oracle. That's who he's gonna pick.
And, you know, all we can do is pick Medusa, Alk, and Naga. That's fine, though. It's quite, I don't know, I like watching it. All right,
Let's
next
see if I get it right.
Finally on the list,
let's see if I get it right.
Number 5 is Phoenix. I don't know. I
don't know about that.
Been good for forever now. I swear. So you know, Phoenix is kind of weird, right? The hero, it's like the bunny in a magician's hat, right? It disappears. Okay, it's gone, but you know it's gonna come back at some point. At some point or another, it will come back. It's inevitable. It will always come back. The bunny will always come back. Phoenix will always come back, no matter how hard this hero gets destroyed. Even if Fire Spirits goes to a 300-second cooldown, people will still pick Phoenix,
attack damage, fuck.
Feed in the lane. Actually, that's not really true because Fire Spirits are incredibly good at trading. Like this hero, I mean, even though it has no armor, has to kill itself to cast its spells. I mean, someone needs to check up on Phoenix, by the way. That hero, every single spell it casts, literally kills himself, besides Supernova, which still can kill himself. You should, yeah, someone should, alright, that's besides the point. The biggest thing here, though, is Sunray. Sunray used to be the best spell in Dota. I'm willing to say that. Now, it is still one of the best spells in Dota. The fact that this spell does percentage-based damage means that at any point of the game, no matter what your items are, you could have a hood, you could have Nether Shawl, hood, a million magic resist, unless you have a BKB on, you will die to Sunray, because it's percentage-based damage. It will melt you. And how Sunray works, I think a lot of people don't understand Sunray. The longer it's on you, the longer it goes for, the more damage it does, right? So towards the back end of Sunray, you're going to find yourself getting melted. And so any good Phoenix player is going to position really far back in the fight, channel Sunray, and deal 8 million damage to any hero. Actually, to multiple heroes. And by the way, did I mention it also heals at the same time for a ridiculously high amount? Yeah, so I don't know. Phoenix just managed to trickle his way back into the meta again. It's just like a really nice pick that counters illusion heroes. It's like, oh, did you pick Peel? I guess we can Phoenix because he can't really kill the egg. Did you pick Timber? I guess we can Phoenix because Sunray counters him. Did you pick Alk? Well, we can buy Vessel and put it offlane if we need to, or leave it 5 and Sunray down the Alk. And I don't know what bad matchup Phoenix really has. I guess like the typical ones are the heroes with high attack speed, but even then, you don't really have to play around egg. You just don't. Fire Spirits and Sunray, in and of themselves, are really ridiculous spells. You know, it's like, if I ask you the question in the late game, do you want Chilling Touch, or do you want Sunray? Now, you know, AA is a great hero. I love AA, but you get the point. Alright, I'm going to end the video there, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck in your pubs.
Okay, I mean, overall, I guess I've never really liked Phoenix. I always thought, like, pretty useless. But I guess he brings up the point that healing damage Ray. I guess it does health percent damage. Maybe I should give Phoenix a try, actually. Because that's really his only ability, though. That's the only thing I don't like about him, but I guess it's just that good. Tusk I have never played. I like how he said Death. I think Death Prophet is super good. I don't know why it's one of the least played. I don't know. I thought it was broken. I thought it was like a really broken character. But I'm not surprised by Juggernaut and Razor. I've always thought those characters are really darn good. And honestly, I always try to ban Juggernaut. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. You guys have been leaving lots of likes on my videos, and it helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you're new here. And if you're curious about the Singapore major, I'm probably going to be reacting to that tomorrow. So stick around for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.